Hi, my name is Tom Pryor, and I am Chair and Professor of Theater of the Department of Theater and Musical Theater here at Sam Houston State University. Thanks so much for having me back on the show. Feels good to be back. Didn't know about our BFA degree plans that we have here. I'd like to go through them with you. We have a BFA in theater with 3 emphases. One is in theater studies, one is in acting and directing, and the last is in design technology. We also have a BFA in theater with teacher certification, and then we have a BFA in musical theater, that's an emphasis in dance or an emphasis in theater. Just imagine that you're with a group of people, imagine like 12 people here alongside myself, and we have to keep our hands on this truck. And the last one with their hands on the truck wins the truck. So this was an actual event that happened in Longview, Texas. They made a documentary out of it, and they turned it into a musical. It's called Hands on a Hard Body. Basically, it is about this group of people. We find out about this group of people and their loves and their dislikes for each other, and they get through this whole scenario of having to keep their hands on the truck. And there's choreography too with this. Can you imagine that? You have to keep your hands on it and you have to dance. Now, if you've ever been on the stage before, you know that there's really no truck on it, right? We've had numerous shows without a vehicle. So we had to hire a tow truck company to lift the truck up to the loading dock and drove it right from the truck into the scene shop, where those big double doors are, and onto the stage. And also we had to make these are rolling, so the truck can be rotated around completely 360 degrees. So it's not just here stationary, there's a lot of dynamic moves that we can do with the truck. The truck was in pretty rough shape when we first started, and the tech guys did a great job in 2 weeks cleaning it up, putting Tire Fresh on it, making sure all the components are shiny, looks like a new truck. So yeah, that's it. It's pretty exciting. Hope you come see the show. The behind the scenes people of a show, like for instance we're on this set of Hands on a Hard Body, our musical, it takes hundreds of people to make a show happen. And we have lots of design technology majors who work tirelessly behind the scenes, who paint, who build flats, who do the sound equipment, the lighting equipment, who hang lights, the lights that you're seeing here. And it takes, I hate to say it, but it sounds so cliche, it takes a village. It takes a village to raise children and to do a show. You know, the audience comes in and they see the actors, they see what they're doing. And that's why it's so important with our design technology program. We have internships with the Alley, with Classical Theater Company, with various other theater companies in Houston, to kind of highlight what design tech, the design tech students do. They're kind of the unsung heroes of our program, and I really want to make sure that people realize, and not just on stage, front of house, people who usher, the students who usher, the theater manager. There's a lot that goes on. The next time you go see a show, just know that it's what you're seeing is the tip of the iceberg. When you're a performance major straight out of an undergraduate program, there's a couple of different avenues for you. You can either start auditioning, move to a major market city like New York or Los Angeles or Chicago, where there's a plethora of theaters. And even in this time of post-COVID, more and more theaters are now following strict protocols with Actors Equity to get people back in the theater, whether it's vaccinations and things like that, social distancing. So actors can go and audition, they can prepare for graduate school, whether you're design technology, whether you are teacher certification, you can go right into grad school. I have students all the time say that they would like to form their own theater company. I think that's great. That is the next generation of our theaters are happening with students who are graduating now. So I know that they'll move forward, probably get maybe a business degree to learn the finances. That's always an avenue as well. I have a lot of students who really want to form their own theater companies. So there's a lot that you can do with this degree. It doesn't happen overnight, but it takes time, it takes persistence, it takes the networking with the right people. and not getting bogged down with negative environment or negative vibes from people. You can move to New York and you can surround yourself with negative people or positive people. You always have to be the glass half full person in this field. Can I work with you? That's what a director is asking. I see that you're talented, but can I work with you? Can I spend 8 hours a day in a rehearsal room with you? So you're not only learning foundational skills, but you're also learning, hopefully, people skills. That's going to be very important down the road. So if this is something that you're interested in, there's a wide variety of classes and degree plans for you. So if you're interested in playwriting, let's say, we have the BFA in theater with theater studies emphasis. Of course, if you're interested in performing, we have the acting and directing track, which is very stringent. We have you audition at the beginning of your career, and we move you through a series of classes to help you build a foundation as an actor or a director. There's also the musical theater program. If you like to sing and dance and you have those as tools, this is the program for you. We have an upcoming musical called Hands on a Hard Body, which this is the set, October 7th through 9th, so that's opening Thursday. And then a piece called Men on Boats, which opens October 28th through the 30th. And this is kind of an examination of male explorers, all played by women, which is a very interesting gender study. Next spring, we have a lot going on. We have a piece called Creature, running January 20th through the 22nd. We have a piece called Detroit 67, a fairly new play by Dominique Morisseau, running March 3rd through the 5th. We have a piece by Molière, which has been updated and adapted, A Doctor in Spite of Himself, March 24th through the 29th, or 26th, excuse me. Endgame, which is a Samuel Beckett classic, is a very interesting piece, April 5th, 7th, and 9th. The Swan, April 6th, 8th through 9th, and those two are what we call our director's debut, where our students are directing those pieces. And then lastly, we have a musical called Memphis. It's called Memphis the Musical. And it's about a white disc jockey who falls in love with African-American music and the beginnings of rock in 1950s Memphis. It's really high-powered, lots of dancing, lots of singing. To get tickets, you can call the SHSU College of Arts and Media box office. You go online. You can order tickets. They have a fabulous website set up so you can purchase tickets online. But the tickets are $12, I believe, and $15 for general public, $12 for faculty, and then they're free for students. They're free for students. So come out and see one of our plays, musicals. You'll enjoy it.